Greetings and welcome to episode 64 of my Empire Total War Darth mod Great Britain campaign. And this, my friends, how we left it last time. And as you can see here, we are at full tilt now. We are fully committed to the war against France. Now, the reason we are at war with France, no, indeed the reason we are attacking France with such vigour, sir, and such elan and such panache, is down entirely to the Council. The Council has pushed this operation to where it is now. For many, many years, we were trapped here in our southern redoubt here. We had Istanbul, Bulgaria, and we had Athens, and we were sort of holding a pocket here, this small pocket here, but it wasn't really doing anything to us. We were slowly but surely being whittled away, and look at the sheer power of Poland here. I mean, it is an absolute behemoth here. It is a titan. I would say, dare say, it is probably even stronger than Russia. I mean, Russia is just vast, sir. But I mean, look at the size of Poland. It's compact. All this power sort of just bottled up in this sort of real, almost like a spring here, just ready to explode. Now, an operation by the Council was to, in exchange for peace, was to give Istanbul and Athens and all our remaining sort of lands here in the southern redoubt here in the Mediterranean to the Poles for peace. And then all of our forces were moved here to Patras as part of the sort of the pact, the treaty that was signed. And from there, we then created and built ships that were able to put to sea our vast army. Now we had a considerable firepower in this sort of bottled up here. Trying to fight against the Poles with what we had would have been nigh on impossible, but the Council saw an opportunity for us to strike, not here in the Middle East, not here in sort of in the south of Europe here, but here in the west, against an arch enemy of ours that have been an enemy of ours for a long time, and are actually, as you can see, still giving us a lot of trouble here, a huge amount of trouble. And their operation was to sort of move our troops from here and just have an absolute massive flotilla of ships that would land them here on the south coast here on the Mediterranean here in France, and then just absolutely just march as hard and fast as we could up here, up the roads here, and then sort of split the armies so we can attack multiple locations. We even had an army group moving from St. Petersburg all the way here in Russia, all the way through the Baltic, right the way into the North Sea, and landing. And we took Amsterdam without even a shot being fired. Not even a shot being fired, not even a soldier killed in that battle. They gave up, France gave this up without even a shot being fired. As you can see here, we are bringing it under control very, very loosely here. We do need to probably get this under control because it will be +1 happiness here. I think we'll just, it's going to be 6,000, so we can actually do that here just to stamp our authority upon this. However, in the meantime, we then had Hanover, Westphalia, I beg your pardon, Westphalia, who are an absolute staunch ally of the French, then deciding to use all its troops that were sort of collecting around Cologne and attacking Amsterdam with everything they've got here. As you can see, they've only left one army here, and as you can see, we mustn't underestimate these forces here. They are still very powerful, lots of cavalry here as well, but still, they have taken damage here. And to that end, we have two armies moving with all due haste to try and take Cologne. Now, if we can take Cologne and it falls, it'll be the end of Westphalia. These forces won't have to be fought. We won't have to fight these gentlemen at all. And that is ultimately what our plan is to be. We need to take Cologne. We need to hold Amsterdam as long as we possibly can. We've then got these three armies. Look at that. I mean, these really are, these are magnificent, sir. I mean, this is sheer oh my goodness me, I mean, look at this. If this doesn't bring a tear to your eye, nothing will. I mean, look at it. It is absolutely magnificent. So we've got these three armies barreling here towards Brussels and possibly being used. So we can probably use one army here, one of these armies to quickly catch Brussels, and then use two other armies to support, maybe strike the Westphalians in the flank if we're not able to take Cologne in due course. We've also got an army here, as you can see, battle hardened. Now, this is one of our oldest armies. This army has seen some combat, my friends. Believe me, as you can see by the chevrons here, this army has been in the mud and the blood. It's been knee deep in the fighting in the south of the Mediterranean. But as you can see here now, it's heading to Strasbourg. Strasbourg held by a very small but powerful force. We mustn't never underestimate our enemies here. But we're going to take Strasbourg as well, if hopefully straight off the march. And then, last but by no means least, the absolute apogee here, the centre, the goal, the principal goal of our campaign against France, Paris. Now, many of the council thought that we might meet some kind of resistance as we move through here. There might be a lot of French armies here. But, however, there's nothing. We have simply barreled through here, all the French countryside, everything through all this sort of bocage. Nothing here has stood in our way. We've steamrolled everything in our path here. And Paris is the absolute goal here. As you can see, it's still defended though by, by anyone's standards, no matter whom you are fighting for. And this is a wonderful force. Look at this. Grenadiers de France, Gendarmerie de France, Tirailleurs, Grenadiers de Cheval de la Garde. Look at that. A Garde de Corps, Hussards de Bergenie. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely fantastic troops. They really are this is going to be a tough fight. To dig these troops out of France is going to be tough. And they are ably supported here by incredibly strong forces. Look at this. Rifle Scouts, Swiss Guards. They've brought the absolute peak, the pinnacle of their fighting force to the Guard here. Look at this. The line infantry, plenty of cannon. Garde Suisse. Absolutely wonderful. You've just got to tip your hat to some of these French forces. They really are a wonder. But
yes,
look at the forces we brought ourselves here. Absolutely. Look at that. And then the Marines, the British Marines, the Royal Marines, are besieging and assaulting Paris. Then we have here, guarding the flank here, another old veteran here. Old Royal Welsh. That's how old this army is. It's indeed Coldstream Guards. Look at that. Scottish Highlanders, Guards, Life Guards, Royal Irish Regiment. Wonderful here, guarding the flank here of this assaulting force. As you can see, Britain itself here, we have lost this income here from Bristol, which is a real menace to us. It really is. But we need to take this. As you can see, we're minus 202 here. That's steadily going to creep up. Now the reason is we are sort of raiding their trade lines here, but the more we take of French territory, the more income they're going to lose, which means there's less for us to sort of saunter away from the trade lines. So I think to balance this out, and I know this is probably going to sting us in the long run. Now we've got a good bank here, nearly 40,000. We have, as you can see here in Amsterdam, we are bringing this here under. We need to get this, because this will give us +1 happiness to building in middle class is what we need. -5 upkeep cost to all naval users as well. Fantastic, it really is. Also giving us Marines with Echelon, which is absolutely fantastic. We're definitely need more Marines from there. So the more we take of French territory, the less we're able to sort of raid from them, because they're getting less income because they're losing it. But look at Paris. Look at the income from that. Nearly 20,000 just from that Paris alone. That is phenomenal. It really is. So I think to balance, you can see we've got raiding here of 24,000. I think to balance this out, we are going to raise the taxes for the rich for the meantime. Now that's probably going to hurt our growth, indeed. Now if we just, unless we can take that hit for a while, let's just take that down a notch. 15,120, but our tax, yes, we've got more tax income there, but our growth will stall for a while. But however, that will give us 87,000 income here. Just we need to balance this out. We cannot put the tax of the middle classes up. That will just put everything here in the red. Now we still hold Moscow in our grasp, as you can see, by an extraordinary elite army. I mean, this army, it really is probably the creme de la creme. Probably one of the, if not the finest army. And I say that quite a lot, but I mean, look at this. Royal British Grenadiers. I mean, look at this. Green Jackets, Life Guards, Marines, British Fusiliers, Scottish Highlanders, Irish Rifles, everything you could possibly want here in this army. We have nothing here in St. Petersburg. We've drained St. Petersburg because of the sort of Westphalian attack here. We had to bring this army in from St. Petersburg to help defend. We can't lose in Amsterdam after we've just taken it. We can't. But we're just going to play this out here. Now, the council are are pleased with how this progress is going thus far. And it's because of the council we are where we are now. Ultimately, we're going to be pushing in past all of this. Once we've taken Cologne, we're going to take Hanover, and we're going to take Dresden. Now, the reason I think the French are so weak is because they've simply come up across the Poles, and they just drained all of their forces fighting the Poles, and they haven't been able to replenish and repair since. And I think it's just going against Poland has pretty much annihilated any hope the French have of rebuilding. Such was the fighting against the Poles. At one time, France was in Breslau here. That was the front line. That's how close they were to Warsaw. But they got pushed all the way back. Look at this. Even Stuttgart is now in Polish hands. That's how brutal the fighting's been. But we mustn't take our eye off the prize here. Now we've still got quite a few abolition of slavery, which is a must. Then we have, as you can see, we've got top gallants for our ships. Increases the speed and the movement range, which we definitely need to beat. And we've also got sheet-lead cartridges here, -5 reduction misfires, and -5 on the reload times. We definitely need to get those. We've got rocket explosives here, rocket troops, and rocket ships. And I think that's all we've got at the moment. But still, that will complete our, apart from here, percussion shells, which will give us riflemen, scouts, breech loaders. Now, because of the campaign's going, that's why our sort of research is slightly behind where it should be. By now we should have finished this, but unfortunately that is not meant to be. But if this campaign goes well here for us, as long as we keep, I mean, Spain, look at that much Spain, look how much money's coming in from there. Good grief. Spain is incredibly rich, but we've got to be careful of Spain. And Poland, we don't want to stir any more muddy waters with anybody at the moment. We're just going to keep things. But if we can destroy France, many of the council saying, if you take France, Mala, the French Empire will collapse. I mean, look at the size of this here. I mean, they control all of continental USA, all the way down to Florida, and by default they control Louisiana and Upper Louisiana. They got Kentucky, Tellico. Chicassa's the only thing that's holding out there, but nobody else has really been able to stop the French here. They've even got Newfoundland. I'm not sure about the Caribbean. Most of that is in Spanish hands, as you would expect. Windward Islands, and we've got the Mughal Empire here, the Dutch Guyana. That's sensible. And we've got Sweden. Have got Jamaica. Now that's an unusual one there. I mean, look at the size of that fleet there. That's where we're losing money, is there as well. So again, if we can take France, it really would be a boon. Right, I think that's all we can do. Don't think we can get any closer with these gentlemen.
Galleons ready.
Oh, we can, sir.
Your Majesty. Form line for battle.
But we're still in contact,
Your Majesty.
which is good. We've got a force here in Frankfurt. That's... I didn't see those before. They might be able to strike our flank, but still, we're not going to back away from this at all. We weren't able to get our scouts in time to see what was going on, but we are going to check out what's in Hanover here. There's probably a plethora here of French troops. If knowing our luck, it's probably absolutely filled to the rafters with French troops, but we're going to keep our eye on the prize. Let's end the turn. Can we get any more? No, we were friendly with whatever Sweden were allied with. Sweden are doing their own thing here against the Russians, which is good. New Spain are indifferent, which is absolutely fine. How is Spain with us? Plus 39, that's not too bad at all, is it? They're allies with France, but we've been at war with France for a while, so that's fine. Russia is hostile because they're allied with France as well. Poland are unfriendly. But we've just got to hold our nerve here. Let's end the turn. There's a chance that Westphalia will strike against us now. Just gotta hold, sir. Oh, well. Tripoli. An interesting... Oh, no. Don't you dare. Looks... Oh, well, I'll be... Oh. Now, is that the French garrison? Is that the French garrison? Because if it is, we are definitely going to take this fight. got a hole. We've got a opportunity to intercept here. We don't want to bolt here too soon. I'd rather, if they're going to leave, let them leave. Mind you, it'd be a good opportunity to take these out, but we've got to be in good strength here to take out this main force here. No, we'll just let them go. We've got to keep an eye on the prize here.
Sail for home. Sail.
Okay, France. It looks like they're gunning for a fight here. We're gonna evacuate Tripoli. We're not gonna lose our British army in Tripoli. Patience is key here. Oh, you've got to be joking me. This is... ah, dearie, dearie me. Wow. Spain as well. We've just got to hold our nerve here. I think we'll evacuate Tripoli. I wonder if we give Tripoli to Spain and try and get some... What if we give Tripoli to Spain and try and get some peace there with that? And maybe even Egypt. Just so we can evacuate those forces. I wonder if that'll work. Try and keep Spain off our back. That might be policy, because we've got to keep our eye on the greater prize here. Looks like they're focusing on Sweden, which is good. Sweden, what will Sweden do? We do need help from Sweden if possible, but it doesn't seem like that's... Wow, that's a huge force. Tell you what, Sweden are not standing still at all, are they? I say good for them. Oh, well done, Sweden. Well done, sir. No, we're going to let this one go. We need to focus here. We've got to play the tactical game here. Courland. Two 628, that's fine. We're just going to be holding our nerve here. Now, we need to keep... I wonder if we give Tripoli here, because that's quite clearly going to be... Yeah, as I suspected. We'll give them Tripoli. No, they're not interested at all. Damn. There's no point in holding Tripoli at all, but we can't go very far because we've got this army here. I really don't want to lose this army here. It has been a fantastic force. But it's going to get crushed in here.
Your Majesty. Officer on deck.
That's a real blow right there. I think we might evacuate here and get these forces away from Cairo. Especially with Spain now attacking, now we're at war with Spain.
Under siege.
Where can we get to? And we could move up to here and try and block Spain's entrance into here. But we could try and start striking some of these forces here. By damn, that's come from Amsterdam. They must have sent that from Tunis. We do have the defensive systems here, which will keep us at least in good shape for a while. But do we continue here with this fight here? Because we've committed 2 forces here, very strong armies here to this. Is it worth it for that? I know we can probably open up Alexandria.
Aye, sir. Your nation expects that every man do his duty.
Trust Spain to launch the attack upon us
You're
now.
humble, sir. Siege works underway. Make ready. Your Majesty. At the ready. Settlement besieged. Lord. Make ready. March.
I'll drag in this force here and potentially this force as well. Now they haven't moved against us here, which is good.
Your Majesty. By the left. March.
Now we've got them sieged here. What about France? 5 more turns. That's going to be a monster fight there, sir. Now we're going to push in here.
Sir, your orders?
Let's
Yes,
take
sir.
Brussels.
Prepare for battle.
Surrender, sir.
Siege broken.
Oh, look at that
Yes.
jump up there. My goodness me. Now, I think we can probably strike against them along the border here.
Forward. Make ready. Forwards for crown and country.
That's a heck of a look at that jump there. 11,000. We've got Flanders, sir. That naval hospital will do us well there. Now Sweden is already here. Look at that, Sweden. My goodness me, Sweden have absolutely thrown a lot in here. Look at that for a force. Well done, Sweden. So it looks like they're taking the fight here to the Russians, which is good to see. This will draw a little bit of the Russian power away from. Look at that, Russia are in there though. Bye. But we'll stay in here because we've got defences around here. So even if they attack us, we can still hold. They've got a lot of cavalry here, a lot of gun though, a lot of cannon. And we've got our own cannon here. We've got enough forces to probably hold this, but against a sustained assault, probably not. This many forces. Now, do we hold on? Do we keep on attacking here in Cairo? That's the key question here. Because if Spain is now at war with us, then we are going to be up against, I think, considerable forces. Oh my goodness me, that is as tough as they come. And they've got a lot of firepower here. I'm not sure. I think we should probably stop the assault down here in Cairo. Mind you, it would be Alexandria would be a wonderful place to have as our sort of. I think we'll keep it as it is at the moment. We can't really do much else. We've just got to keep a focus on what's going on here. 5 turns of Paris comes under full siege. They've also landed a force here. So quite clearly they're going to probably try and keep Hanover. Yeah, they've got nothing in Hanover at all. Not a beam.
Settlement under siege. Siege works underway.
And that's ours, Brussels. Can we just slacken off this here a little bit here and get increased growth? We can. 3282. Growth is going to be, growth has gone up already. 787. We've got to take these. We've got to take... Unless we take this straight off the bat. Mind you,
Target under siege.
yeah, they'll bring in this as well, see, that's the problem. Mind you, I think we got the forces to do this. But the siege and the defend against all of these as well. No, I think
The
we've got to...
swine rot in the sty.
But if we take Hanover, if we take Westphalia, I beg your pardon, they will be removed. This will then enable us to unleash just a massive force. I believe it's this army here. This army is going to come in to support.
They hide
This army
behind
will have to
women's
defend
skirts.
and attack at the same time. That's going to be a brutal fight. We've got a good supporting army, but we don't want to throw troops away here. We have to be careful what we're doing. Mind you, Westphalia is going to absolutely keep besieging us here. They're probably going to besiege Amsterdam soon.
Siege works underway. Yes, sir.
Got 3 guns there,
Target under siege,
4
sir.
guns here, so we can probably just pound the heck out of the walls.
Your orders, Your Majesty. Settlement under siege.
Oh, we've got the troops to really carry that through as well. We've got sharpshooters. But to defend against these coming from the rear as well, that'll be tough. Let's just end the turn here. Let's just see what transpires and then move from there. France. They're quite good. Oh, good grief. There we go.
Approaching.
That was obvious, but that's absolutely fine. We knew what was going to come there. We'll
The
resolve that one.
fleet is lost. Disaster.
Oh, look at that. Now that's as crafty as it comes. Good grief. Wow, look at the fight that's going to take place here. So France have come straight away to try and take Amsterdam off us, and they're going to use Westphalia as a sort of... Wow, that I did not see that coming at all, but if that's what the fight they want, then we'll oblige. We should have taken that way. We should have hit at Westphalia where we had the chance, but we didn't. This fight is going to be brutal. We're going to just redeploy here our troops. Let's just make sure we got everything in place. We want cavalry in first, especially when we want the horse guards. We then want Fusiliers and Grenadiers in. Marines, Grenadiers, Line Infantry. Okay, let's get this absolutely spot on here. We've got lots of cavalry in this one here, lots and lots of cavalry, which is good to see. Because cavalry can really tilt things in your favour. We've even got 33rd Foot, which is our oldest regiment. We've got Swiss Grenadiers as well, which will bring them gentlemen. We've got Grenadiers, more Swiss Grenadiers. I do beg your pardon, Swiss Line Infantry. Perfect, look at that, what a composition, sir. And this is why we brought these gentlemen to the fight. Now I think we'll just put the gentlemen at the back here with these. Let's bring in our most experienced regiments to fight. This is going to be a huge fight, my friends, so whatever you're doing, settle down for a fight of the size we haven't seen for a very long time. We're looking at 13,000 enemy against roughly the same amount here. We're slightly outnumbered, but not by much, but this is going to be a brute of a fight. This will decide the fight, possibly the whole campaign, and particularly here in the north. But it'll do a lot of damage to the Westphalians, and we're going to have to take Westphalia. We're going to have to take it. But have we done the right thing here? Because if we get damaged now when the rest of these Westphalian forces come in behind, we're not going to have much to be able to hold them off. So, let's begin this fight. Wow, this is going to be a fight and a half here. But I'll be damned if we're going to give in here. We're not a chance, sir. Not a chance. Wow, I did not see that French force coming at all. But we are in the position we're in. That's the way it is. But we do have additional forces we can move in to support Amsterdam. That's why we've got those other two armies moving in the forests. They're sort of in the Ardennes, as it were. So we can move those two additional forces in to sort of support, whilst we bolster the others back up. This will be a brutal fight, my friends. It really will be a brutal fight. So deployment is going to be key here. We're going up against 13,000 enemy forces. So I don't think there's going to be much left of the Amsterdam defences after this battle. But this is this is just huge. This is equal forces. I would say we're pretty equal here, but oh, look at that. Raining, but look at that. It's dusk. Wonderful. Now the topography here of this battle here is it's absolutely pretty much flat as you would find in Amsterdam. Of course, there are no hills or mountains in Holland, so you would find the ground to be flat. There's a few undulations, but not too much. Now, let's just bring everyone out here onto the parade ground so we know exactly what we have and where to deploy the troops and where to. Now, as you can see, we know where they're going to be coming in from. Immediately, the direction these are facing, we know they're going to be coming in from this way here. But we're going to have reinforcements, so that means the reinforcements will be coming behind us as well. And from all sides. Now remember, their reinforcements will come in immediately. Ours will be only once we lose forces. So this force has got to hold out against possibly 13,000 troops. Thankfully, we do have some of the finest troops Britain has to offer at the moment. Swiss Grenadiers. Take a closer look at what we've got in a moment, but let's just get everyone on a parade ground here. Now, this is just over 3,000 men here we've got available to ourselves. I'm glad we got fire support as well, we're going to need it. 97th Regiment. Swiss line. Is there anyone else? That is a no. Now we do have cavalry. 2 regiments of cuirassiers. Now we could usually send them out, but because we've got so many enemy reinforcements coming in, I think we'll use these gentlemen as anti-breach. So in other words, if a wall is breached, we can countercharge any enemies coming through that hole. But look at this, we've got some wonderful forces here. Now, deployment is going to be crucial. We need our finest troops up front. We're going to lose a lot of men here. This fight is going to cost us probably entire regiments, but we've got to be able to show that we can stand here. 44th, I think we'll have the 44th here, the vanguard of the defence. Wait a minute, what the blazes are you doing there, sir? Let's do the Swiss Guards. Look at that. I mean, that just puts a spring in your step. Some more Swiss Guards here. We'll have the 42nd on here, on the sort of the apex here of this. As you can see, how many men? 188 men. So we've got some tough combat units here. We're going to use these forces here to sort of cover the front. They might be slightly stretched, but still, just cover this bastion here. We've got the 112th Swiss covering this flank here. 43rd, because we are going to be attacked from all flanks, so this is going to be, where we put these troops is going to be absolutely crucial. Can we have any reserves? I doubt it. Now, we'll put 125th Regiment of Swiss here. There will be gaps in our defences here. 19th Regiment here. Gentlemen, please. Thank you. 17th Regiment, I think the 17th Regiment here. Now we can alter this deployment as we see fit here, but remember, we're trying to cover a lot of ground with minimal forces. We will be facing probably immediately 13,000 troops, whilst we only have 3,000 to defend. Mind you, the quality of these troops is something to behold. Could not be prouder of these men. They really have stood. I think we put the line infantry here as well, just to cover this particular flank, because the line infantry can cover an entire wall section effectively. Now, can we actually hold two of these in reserve to see what else happens? I think that's what we'll do. We'll hold these gentlemen in reserve, and they will just be put into place as we see fit. Let's just let's put them behind the wall, these buildings here, in case of any cannon fire. We've got our cavalry, which will be effectively our anti-breach cavalry. We've got our general, who we're going to put here. Then we've got our cannon. Wait a minute, sir. We've got more cuirassiers, I beg your pardon, sir. So we've got 3 regiments of cavalry, which I did not see. And actually, no, we'll put them all together. We'll have quick line. Right, let's do this. Wish ourselves luck here, my friends. Wish ourselves luck here. The council has commanded that we stay here and fight. By damn we shall, sir. This is going to cost us, but we shall do this. Oh, that's a lot of forces. That's a lot of forces. Oh, what a shot, sir. They're going to flank this here. They're going to flank this side here. Lads. I mean, look at this. Here come the Westphalians. I think we're going to move up this Swiss Grenadier Regiment here just to make sure. Time.
Guard artillery! Hold here!
That's going to come down. They're aiming their guns here. We've got to pull these gentlemen out. Let's keep our eyes, let's keep our wits about us. We know where they're aiming for. This here is indestructible, but this is the section they're going to try and hit here, and we're going to have the full force here. I think we know now where they're going to be aiming for. coming down. Are we prepared? Gentlemen, get in the windows. We're going to prepare the defences here. We're going to put some cannon here. So when they come through that wall, they're blasted by them. We've got canister shot. .74. This is gonna break. Damn, that was a heck of a shot. That was a heck of a shot. Oh, that's magnificent. Steady, lad, steady. There it is, there it is. We've got to keep our wits about us here. This is going to be incredibly tough to hold here now. I think we'll draw off the line. Come on, put them to the sword, lads. Look at that. going to send all their cavalry through here now to try and break us. My goodness me, look at the militia coming through. Time, gentlemen. Come on, lay it down right down the line here. I don't understand their logic here. This is very unusual. No idea what they're doing here. Not a... Oh, look at that. A brand new force coming in. Oh, that's a wonder. Look at that. We can't take our cavalry out just yet. So I think we prepare them just here to strike against them. We've got to conserve our forces here. Absolutely butchered these forces here. mean, these regiments here could hold this gap open or this closed for a long, long time, doing massive damage here. Looks like the Westphalians are going to do most of the work here. That's a wonderful shot, sir. Away with you, sir. Oh, what a fight this is going to be here, my friends. What a fight. We must maintain our discipline here. Let's not have them being picked apart by there. Let's just move them down here. Oh, what a shot, sir. Fighting for Prince Yusenberg infantry. Oh, that's a wonderful shot. Walls, lads, up on those walls. That's more like it. That's more like it. Good grief. Here we go. Here we go. Here they come. Oh, they want this fight, my goodness me. Ah, look at that, they're taking heavy damage. She's got these gentlemen here in the house holding her. What the? send everything you've got. I can assure you, you will not get far.
Artillery reporting. My order.
Just pick these armies apart. Yes. They really want to take Amsterdam back, but we shall not let them, sir. Oh, shattered. What the? Good grief. Get it back on those walls. just thrown everything at us here. Oh, lads. Oh my goodness me. Throw them back, lads. This is absolute insanity here. Look at that. Oh, what the blazes? Yes, away with you, sir. Aha! More cavalry. Wow. This is just insanity here. These gentlemen here have been the linchpin of this fight. This garden here. These gentlemen here have been the absolute linchpin here of this whole defence. This house here. It's almost like Rogue's Drift. let's just take a breath here. Okay.
Infantry reporting.
Be captured. I apologise for the lag, my friends. Wow. I do apologise for the lag, my friends. It does happen on these battles quite frequently, unfortunately. Yes, we captured just at the nick of time. It's cavalry. Wow, this is a fight. This is a fight and a half, yes, sir. What a battle this has been. This has been tremendous, sir. Our resources are now being stretched. I send them packing. Counter charge! Oh look at this, is an absolute death. This could be the death now, the Westphalians here. My word, where the blazes did these come from? Oh, they're in the building fighting. Go on, hit 'em, lads. Wow, what a fight this has been! Come on, I'll push them out, lads. Let's push them out. Ah, they've gone. Why are we getting regiments of... Why are we getting militia? Straight into battle, straight into battle. We've cleared them. This is... Don't let them up on the wall, lads. Get into the mercenaries, lads. This house here is being absolutely linchpin. Push them back, lads. Look at these figures here. This is absolutely... Get in there, lads. Rats. Oh my goodness me. Being broken. Oh my word, we've almost lost the gate. Oh, we've almost lost the gatehouse here. Oh, this unbelievable amount of reinforcements coming in here. Straight up on that wall. For goodness sake, gentlemen, move! We don't need artillery. The militia are broken, but they've done their job. Look at this, it's been a bloodbath here. He's been the linchpin of this entire defense. Look at this here. Yes. Now we shall give it to them, sir. helmets. Oh my god, the blazes! Yes, they've broken. To the death. We cannot lose this fort here. Hold, lads, hold. Get in there. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Push them back. Push them through, lads, push through. Don't tell me you're just merely meandering here. What a fight this has been, my goodness me. They've held on magnificently, my good. Ignore them, lads. Ignore them. Go through them. Push through. Give them hell. Oh, they've taken that there. Look at all these here, all these notifications. Absolutely unbelievable. Go on, break them, lads. What a fight this has been. I've never known anything like this. This here has been the cornerstone. What a fight this has been. We just throw everything into this here. Come on, lads. Come on, push them out. What the? Yes, fire into it. Come on, lads. That's it, lads. My goodness me. That's it. You can't take this without a fight, sir. Almost held. they just haven't got enough yet to defeat these Swiss guards. Have we done it? Have we done it? Have we defeated 13,000 enemy with only 1.5 armies? Oh, what a fight. Get in there, lads. Take back this attack. Look at the defence here. Look at it. This is unprecedented almost. I mean, look at the death toll here. We're going to take this house back. We've had too many of our comrades have fallen here. Too many of our brothers have fallen for this house. This house has been the linchpin of its defence. Look at it. It's a death zone. They're going to fight for the floor. Those reinforcements arrived just in the nick of time. Grenadiers. I think we've broken them. I think we've broken them. Yes, we cleared out. Defended well, sir. Wow. Oh, we did it. We did it. What a fight that was. Good grief. Oh, my goodness me. That was a fight and a half. That's all that's left of the defensive force. We lost 4,000. They lost 12,000. We've got 7,000 remaining. My goodness, look at this. That was guards. 700 kills. They've gone from 1 echelon to 4. What the place is going on there? Wow. And that, my friends, is where we're going to end this particular episode. That was a battle and a half. And can we defend Tripoli? Can we draw in these forces here But my goodness me, Amsterdam took a heck of a beating. We've got 7,000 men left. We've got to take Westphalia next turn. We have to take it next episode. We cannot allow another attack to go on. We've got to rebuild Amsterdam. Those forces took an absolute pasting there. But what a fight that was, my goodness me. Can we hold Tripoli? I believe we count out that our forces are depleted. But not enough that we would be wary here of these. They've got a lot of cavalry, but they've got a lot of cannon. And they've got a lot of reinforcements as well, but a lot of cavalry here is a lot of cavalry. Probably more cavalry than they've almost got infantry. But I think we'll fight this one, my friends. I don't think we'll give this one up. That is not going to happen. We are going to fight this battle here. Take this fight and see what we can do the same as last time. But my friends, I hope you've enjoyed the Battle of Amsterdam. If you have, please keep your comments coming down below, my friends. Please let me know what we should do. Should we abandon Egypt to sort of start adding some more support, especially if Spain has declared war upon us now as well? And hopefully we can take Westphalia. That will clear those forces. Mind you, we have additional forces able to move in to attack, to reinforce Amsterdam. Those two armies are just outside in the Ardennes. They're just outside there. So we can actually move in and reinforce Amsterdam with two very powerful armies. But then we have to do something about the Westphalians. But my friends, I'm going to leave that in the council's capable hands. As always, please keep your comments coming down below. They've been absolutely wondrous. And you have driven this campaign, my friends. You really have. But that was a bloodbath. An absolute bloodbath. Probably the bloodiest fight we've had in a very, very long time. But I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did, my friends. But hope whatever you're doing, please be safe, my friends. And until next time, bye for now.